Or
Yeah, no, it's hard to keep it up. It is. I could for some. So can I? Yeah.
put it over now.
And the worst thing is, I'm like fish.
Yeah, well, in a minute, but you're filming.
Whatever food's there, I'll eat. I mean, if she gives me just a little bit, I'll eat that.
Did you hear that? You can lube those guys. You can lube the axles.
Yeah, and actually I have a good way to lube the axles that will actually take the kids a little bit of time, which is good.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Okay, so now the next thing, if you look at the sample, you'll notice how we actually cut out the center, okay? Because that's going to serve two purposes. Number one, it's going to give us room to tie the string to, right? And then also, the more surface you have here, the more friction that the dowel is going to spin up against in that straw. So what I would do is go ahead and cut as close as you can to the inside. Leave a little bit on the outside because when it comes to that black washer rubbing up against there, you don't want to tan the wood. You know, so leave a little bit of straw. Okay, so I'll take out the wooden dowels.
Oh, so you do need scissors though.
Yep, we do need scissors. Yeah. You see the guide. I would say
Do you have to use the dowel?
No. All you have to use is the mousetrap and
This
CDs on the
wheel.
drive wheels.
So wouldn't it be less friction if you used metal and some lubricant of some kind?
It would be. The only thing is, it's a little bit more difficult. If you can find a metal tube at the right diameter, sure.
So cut out the inside, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'd cut out the inside and I'd leave
Half
about
inch.
1/8 of an inch on the outside. Yeah, even closer. That's good. That's good.
I got a lot of glue there. Leave less on the outside.
Even a little bit more on the outside, just so that rubber washer isn't going to rub up against the wooden rail.
Do both sides, you know?
Yep, both sides, yep. And then that wooden dowel, that's a 3/16 birch dowel. Okay, and it should be 4 inches long.
It's interesting how, I guess you gotta use it, I guess you gotta wind it too, so you're gonna leave some space on the inside
Right.
winding.
Right.
Or you could just use the wheel, right?
Yep. It's a little easier, I think, if you,
Yeah.
you know, like when you first wind it, if you can kind of hold it like this, I think.
Right.
Okay. So now what I would do is I'll take the axles out, especially on the rear one. Okay. It's 4 inches long, so I'd make a mark at 2 inches. So you'll know where the center is. So I marked the other one. And I know I brought pencils. Now, who knows what is that you were talking about lubricant? What's the best lubricant? Dry lubricant, I should say, not non-liquid. What's a real good lubricant that they use on on Pinewood Derby cars? Yeah, graphite. Okay, so you're welcome to use a tube, but that's really messy in the classroom. I mean, they get it everywhere. So believe it or not, your pencil's made out of the exact same stuff that's in that tube. It's just ground up. All right. So what I would do once you have the centers marked, I would put this back in there, okay, and hopefully it should spin without a lot of friction, okay, but what I would do is just kind of hold your hand, eyeball where that's in the center, and make a mark. Kids are really good at this too, okay, and I would take that out and I would use your finger like this and just kind of color, yep, and just coat that the whole part where it's going to rub up against that straw with your pencil, okay, to get graphite on there. no mess, and it kind of gives the kids a little something to do.
Yeah, and I think it's also another opportunity to have them do a little research if you want.
Right.
To say, what would be a dry lubricant?
Yep.
And have them figure it out or do a little research, web stuff, or et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I can't think of too many wet lubricants that would work good with wood and
No.
plastic.
And
I
it's
think
thick.
it wouldn't work so well.
No.
Okay, but graphite is, I think, the way to go. Okay, so Mark, did you see what we did? Yeah, measure to the center. I've got pencils.
Here you go.
Oh, so measure on each side.
I think I would, yeah, and make sure you have enough graphite, a little bit longer than where the
On each
straw
side of
is.
the straw, okay. Graphite usage.